Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you about the Windows command line. To get started learning the Windows command line, you should know how to launch the command prompt. First, hold down the Windows key, and then using another finger, press the R key. Then type in CMD, and then press OK or just hit enter. Then, if you've done this right, you should see a rather daunting black box pop up on the screen. To use the command prompt effectively, you'll need to know how to use some pretty basic commands. Today I'm only going to teach you the main ones. Welcome to the command prompt. Now, this next set of commands will help you to do a lot of stuff in the command prompt. Now, at any time you can get help in the command prompt by doing / enter, which doesn't seem to be working for my account, so help is the universally known way of getting help in a command prompt. This also shows a lot of commands that we'll be talking about today. The first command that I'm going to talk about is the dir command. This is a very useful command because it lists the contents of the current directory that you are in. I am not running this as an administrator, so it is defaulted to my test account's user folder. So there are some real useful switches that can be used with the dir command. A switch is anything that's after the initial command. So for example, this could be considered a switch, not a real command by the way. Go to wikipedia.com, not a real domain I don't think. For example, in this one, Wikipedia, actually no, that's a bad example, https wikipedia.com. In this one, https is a switch. It's often started with a dash and can specify some things about how to handle the next bit of the command, which is the variable, which was wikipedia.com in this instance. A very useful switch of the dir command, and referred to as the dir command, is a very interesting switch of the dir command, dir, is the d command. /d. This will list the contents up to 3 columns wide. So, let's have a look. There we go. Alternatively, you can use /w to sort the contents differently. With the /p, it doesn't scroll, but pauses at the end of the screen until you hit a random key for the next screen of data. For example, this won't generate a lot of data to begin with, so let's just go /p. It's done. It doesn't need to pause. This is essentially all the dir command is. This can be used to change. This can be used to list contents. So, for example, I list the entire C drive, for example. As you can see, a couple of things are whited out in this example. As my user account is not an administrator, also for jokes. The next command is cd, which could be interpreted a couple of ways, but the cd command is to change directories. Right there, change directories. Makes sense. All commands are like that generally in Windows and Linux. cd command is used to change directories. So for example, I can switch to the C drive and then run that dir command. I no longer have to specify the fact that I want the C drive in that command. Note the usefulness now of the cd command. So instead of having to type a lot of things, you can then note that Control A does not work in the command prompt. I'm also sad about it. cd command is to go to a different directory, different from the directory that you are currently in. To go to a specific directory, you can just type it after it. For example, cd c stuff magic Johnson. And if you type it incorrectly, the system will throw this error. The system cannot find the path specified. Okay. The next command is pretty useful when it comes to batch scripting. It's the make directory command. This is used to make a directory. See, it's all explained. I don't even know why I'm making this video. It creates a new directory. All you have to do is type in, now I'm not an administrator, so this will throw an error, but if you are an administrator, it won't. Make directory, and then you include the directory name afterwards. Note, if your directory name that you want to be contains spaces, you have to put quotes around it. So for example, program files, this will create two directories, program and files. Not good. All you have to do is put quotes around it. Done. Okay. The next command I'm going to teach you is fairly explanatory. rm directory. Now, if mkdir, I should say, I shouldn't say it like that. What do you think rmdir does? It removes a directory. So you can simply go rmdir and then the directory you want to remove. So I just removed the directory I just made. Okay. The very next useful command, which can be used to wipe an entire hard drive, so be very careful with this next command, is del. As you can probably work out, it deletes files. It works similar to rm directory for directories. So, for example, if you type del example.exe, it will delete the file example.exe. Okay guys, next in our series of commands that I'm going to show you guys. Next I'm going to show you a command called driver query. This will give you a list of all drivers installed on your system. Pretty useful. As you can see, I have a lot on my system. I'll show you the module name, its more friendly name, driver type, and the date that it was linked. Okay, next command. The next command. This is a very useful one in terms of troubleshooting network issues. It's the ping command. And if you've probably seen this before, it's just ping. To use this command, it's useful to see if the respected computer is online or not. To use this command, you just simply type a website or an IP address after this. For example, ping google.com, and it will go ahead and ping Google for me. The next command is very useful. It's ipconfig. ipconfig. This will show you a lot of network related data about your computer, such as the name of your computer on the network, your IP address, and your MAC address. MAC address can be very useful when setting up MAC address filtering on a Wi-Fi router. So just simply type in ipconfig and hit enter. For example, I'll scroll up and you can see there's mine. My Ethernet adapter is called Ethernet. My IP is 192.168.137.4. Subnet mask, the gateway type, and that's that. The next command that's very useful for quickly finding out something, such as how much RAM you have installed. You should know that anyway, but it's system info. just type that. It will take a tiny bit amount of time to do it, but then you can scroll up and, for example, I'll go down the list and see what it has. It says my host name, what OS I have, the fact that it's a standalone workstation, it's multiprocessor free. As you can see, a couple of things are blurred out there. Displays time zone, total physical memory, the log on server, the domain that it's logged into, all the hotfixes and updates installed. Right down there, I'm not going to bore you by going through every single one of them. Network cards and Hyper-V based virtualization. That's all, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this quick guide. Not quick guide, but this guide on very useful commands in basically every version of Windows since, I'm pretty sure, Windows Vista. A couple of these commands I think were introduced after XP. I'm not quite sure, but the main ones, for example, ping, ipconfig, cd, all those work in any operating system all the way back to 98, Windows 98. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and a thumbs up and a like of the same thing. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon for another video. See you next time.